the 1v1 tower dives.
Oh,
No
that's
flash.
a knockback though. Even without a flash, now just trying to waddle his way out to safety. That's a very slow Rekkles. I can't find the knockup quite yet, but now the ulti is going to guarantee the land. Shadow though with the kickback. Here comes the Rekkles ult to save the day. Selfmade under the tower. Not going to work out for him in the end. Well played by the side of Mad.
And I think Fnatic are now going to change up their style as Nemesis grabs Humanoid.
Not afraid to just run face first into that Zoe. All those cooldowns are gone. That's going to be Zoe's actual flash taken away, but Nemesis is out of cooldowns. There goes the ulti from Rekkles, the kickback. Shadow missing the follow-up. A rare misstep from the Mad Lions jungler. The knockup comes through. Easy follow-up there. You cannot afford to make mistakes like that against a team like Fnatic. Oh, flank on mid lane. Bwipo now going in. He's going straight onto Kaiser. He just wants to isolate the Zillion. The ulti now forced out, and that means Carzzy has to run for the hills. Selfmade trying to make his way in, but the kickback's coming through. Still, Bwipo's right on top of Carzzy. Carzzy's desperately trying to live. He's got a lot of life steal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's getting burned down, and there it is. Selfmade going to find the kill. Nemesis swoops in and takes down Humanoid once again. Selfmade now on the chase, and Fnatic are just going to be able to barrel into the base of the Mad Lions.
And it feels like Fnatic just sucker punched Mad Lions, just took the wind all out of their sails, at least for game one, and remind everyone,
We have emotes!
Oh no!
Adaptation in game two is going to be the name of the game as we close this first one out with a Fnatic win and a dabbing Pengu. My god, yes, I've waited for so long. And I'm holding my breath briefly here. Yes! Oh, wow. Bwipo's gangplank is legendary and would have to be respected.
Oh!
They are. Seeing a little bit of contention here in the mid lane. Of course, Nemesis has to be careful here. The setup should be pretty easy. The flash is not going to be quite what he needs. Quick first blood. The emote spam for it as well. Humanoid's going to grab that one. Still starting to dictate the pace here as they go for this dragon. But Mad on the full off, all off into the pit, but he's not going to be able to fight that one away. The knock up the wombo combo is there, but Carzzy's now free firing into the rest of the team. He doesn't have a ton of damage, but maybe he can get it done. Nemesis with the Conqueror will not be enough. Fnatic may have gotten the dragon, but at what cost? 2 kills picked up by the side of Mad, and that's a 2K gold lead 6 minutes into the game. So I wonder how much longer Mad are going to feel very confident to take these fights if they keep giving up these kills, if they keep losing these small advantages on the side lane. A Shadow now going to try to rock and roll his way out of that one. The Lantern will get kicked, but Bwipo just follows over the wall. They might be able to grab Kaiser here, even if they can't take out Shadow. They're now running for his life. The hook will connect. Carzzy standing over the wall. That's going to be a big, huge fall, but Nemesis is now on the way in. Looking for a knockup to get the ult started. Bwipo's continuing to step forward, though. He remains unafraid. Now they're there as well. Nemesis dashing in. That's the shutdown onto the ult. That's big. And just like that, Fnatic starting to close the gold gap. Only 2K difference now. A solid play in the end for the team.
Yeah, making the most of the dive right there. In fact, they're going to turn it around.
Ooh, another hook. Keep your eyes on any kind of knockup. Nemesis holding off on the ultimate. Definitely wants to get that one, but Humanoid, one of the strongest members on the team, is just acting as an excellent front line. But how much longer? Nemesis wants to find the knockup. The wind wall's there. He's got the ult down. Nemesis playing so well around the wind wall, but not well enough. Carzzy close out that kill as a double goes over to Rekkles. And we got another fight. We got a TP on the flank. Bwipo running into the backside. He's looking for the setup. He's got the perfect access for Yasuo. The entire team is grouping in the pinch. They can't afford to do that. They have to back away from Bwipo. They're retreating. That's the knockup. Nemesis won't be able to get into the midst of the fight. Still zooming onto a Rome, though. The knockup is there. He's going to deny the death. Saves Hylissang's life there, and Fnatic just smashed that exchange, tying up the gold lead just like that.
Mad Lions, these fights are going to be so much harder for them to survive.
Oh, Rekkles. Body Slam's going to come in. They just have enough damage to burst through the Olaf. Carzzy just getting 1v1 by the Malphite. Frostguard, I'm glad you corrected me, or I certainly would have looked like a fool for the second time. That damage is so gross. Hylissang coming in with the hook, though, trying to buy space for Nemesis. Nemesis dashing out, getting the reset on the air blade as he comes through. Stacks up another tornado, can just fall up right onto Humanoid. Humanoid been hit by 2 in a row. Rekkles now going to try to clean it up with the ultimate, but Humanoid, from dominating here in the early game to getting obliterated under this tower, will be the 1-for-1 trade there between the two mid laners. But my god, Mad are getting destroyed. Oh no. Oh, the emote! I'm sorry, if you're tired of me getting excited about emotes,
Fight. There's too much dive access. You can see it happening before your eyes.
Oh no!
Ah!
Not like this! The wombo combo for Fnatic, but Rekkles instantly dies. Mad may have suddenly turned the fight. Bwipo's very focused on Carzzy. They have managed to isolate him and take him out, but no, the flash over the wall. The pullback coming in from the Aatrox changes clutch, but Nemesis now trying to finish the kill off to Humanoid in the mid lane. Fnatic still on top of the fight so far, but not the disaster situation made it out to be at the start. Carzzy trying to lay down damage from the backside. Arome flashing out to safety. Keep your eyes on that Hylissang hook. It will connect onto Kaiser, and that means one more name on the list, one more death. But Kaiser will walk away. Not quite enough damage here. Arome trying to buy more time in Shadow. Sacrificing his own life, let's say. to buy space for the team. The hook will not connect from Hylissang, and Fnatic still coming out on top. Whippo on the backside trying to zone Humanoid out of the fight. He can go over the wall at any moment with that ultimate. He has flash and ult available onto Carzzy, and he's going to go for it, but it will not connect. But now the American Assault comes out. The rest of the team still trying to fight. Humanoid in the backside, but they don't have any damage.
Look at
He's getting blasted by the entire team, but Carzzy, big ulti over the wall. Arome holding on for now, but Nemesis getting the ult. Now he's feeling himself. He's running through the entire team. Triple kill. Rekkles flashing over. He's strutting his stuff, and Carzzy just does not have enough damage to close that one out. Infernal Soul, and it looks like game 2 for Fnatic as well. Did not give them a single opportunity mid to late. A second win for Fnatic. A clean finish.
And even if it doesn't equate into actually killing ganks, as Arome.
Oh, getting a little frisky here. The flash away. Press the attack, and it's just okay for Whippo. I cannot believe he came in on top. Conqueror. Selfmade still in the area. Has popped the Predator. Whippo waiting over the wall to get things kicked off. Now he's going to get the 2-man ult coming in. Nemesis on the backside getting things kicked off. Carzzy throwing down a lot of burst damage, and he's just going to delete Whippo out of the fight. But Shadow has lost his ultimate, and now Nemesis is looking for the reset. He's going to find one there. He can now bounce into the back line. Arome has the ultimate to try to reset the fight. Nemesis now stepping back for a brief second. The exhaust goes down, and that's going to do it. Rekkles finding another kill. Arome going to trade one back, and he's now trying to run, but it's too little, it's too late. The bomb goes off, and Nemesis now on a killing spree.
All right, here we go. This is what we want.
Nemesis just going to get hooked up, just going to get knocked out, but the follow-up there over the wall from Whippo. Now they're trying to turn the fight despite all odds. Selfmade now needs to retreat. Whippo trying to run out to safety. Body slam wins it, going to be back up. Hylissang there with the lantern, and Selfmade hung out to dry here as the hook comes back in, the scat of the week as well. But now Fnatic decided it's time to get the fight started. Whippo actually has some decent damage, and here comes the Rekkles ult. Won't find a kill yet. So far still positive for Mad, but as Humanoid gets hooked, it might turn against them. Double kill for the Thresh on the bottom side, and Whippo slowly but surely chasing down the Nautilus. Predator used by Selfmade, small cooldown to give up, but an important one.
Oh, that's important.
Whippo. That's going to be a whiff, and they've already used the lantern as well. Arome has stolen away the ultimate as well.
Come on,
Where's
Arome.
going to go? Flash it all into 3. That's the combo. That's the kickoff. But Rekkles is firing back. So much damage from Rekkles. Arome gets his way into the back line, but it's not enough. Fnatic are simply too far ahead. Whippo trying to buy space, trying to buy time. Arome and Carzzy forced to fight this Malphite as Rekkles just cleans up the rest of their front line. Arome taken down. Carzzy next on the list. Give him the Penta. They're running for it. He's got time until the rest of the team responds. That's the only thing they could be thinking right now. They want that Penta. They know they're 2-0 up. They can take the risk, but no. They give Carzzy the respect. They back away, and instead...
Baron has been started. They're trying to get Arome into position. He has made a pressure point, now forced to burn the TP. 3K left, ticking down. Shadow, what you got?
It's unstoppable. This could be the play that ends the series. Shadow, can you make your way into
the pit? He got it!
Steal a Shadow! He gets the Baron! Is it going to be enough, though? Now the rest of the team has to retreat. That's 2 members knocked out by Fnatic. Fnatic don't even care. It was a bait to get the fight kicked off. They don't mind that it's taken away because they've just slaughtered 4 members of the Mad Lions, and maybe their hopes at finding their way into the finals.
Maybe for a potential flank, but everyone knows where everyone is.
They've been spotted out. Whippo can go for the ultimate, but I don't think it's going to work out.
Humanoid!
Arome right to the back line. AP Malphite power stolen away as Arome goes golden. Now the rest of the team is still trying to bite. Humanoid not getting any damage down, though. Carzzy now going to be in trouble. A hook lands from Hylissang. It's perfect. It's just what they need. Carzzy buys a bit more time, but it simply will not be enough. That's a double kill coming through for Selfmade. Going to give one more over to him. Triple for the Gragas. He's going to look for a little bit more. Rekkles over the wall. He wants to close it out, and that's going to be a quadra for the Gragas. Scumbag Rekkles takes the Penta, but that's going to do it. What a fantastic way for Fnatic to close out a series. Look at all of the LEC as they sit on their throne in the finals and say, who is next? Mad Lions weren't worthy. Who's next on the chopping block?